deed. And a good start would be exactly what the doctor ordered, and we have to now see what that's going to look like. Already a perfect beginning. Nukkye now down, and that's going to be a bit of a... I'm sure that's a sweeter kill as well, considering how map 1 was, where Nukkye was really going toe-to-toe with him. But for G2, still going to truck on over towards the site, and they actually go further, and they don't check on him. They leave Sayf a little bit more room to work with, and that's good enough. After getting 2 picks this round is perfect. He can leave the rest to the others on the team, leaving Meddo and Mixwell try and do some damage, but kodamenta closed the gap early, so the frenzy just perfectly placed to do that damage, leaving just Meddo, whose position could have been a problem down the line potentially, but for now, a tricky scenario to try and build back in from. Has a little look, seeing if maybe Leo was still up towards top site. Does manage to get at least a 1v1, expecting a follow-up. Clean shot over towards that B site, maybe leaning a little heavier towards middle, but they're going to have to try and dismantle that and get towards A. But again, the rifles now coming online for G2 are going to really supplement this approach. And the spike can be somewhat safely taken over. It's still pretty dicey on the site, though, and safe. Sometimes you get them. You're going to be happy with that. Mixwell feeling a little out on an island. Has to be careful to not overdo it here. And this is a contested site, and actually Hood and AvovA finally put their foot down and do get some control building. Sayf is still standing and still delivering bullets. Knives come online and he wants to do some more damage. This could be his round to shine. This could be the game changer if he can get it. Huge impact potentially calling, beckoning. But does Leo check the drop? Does he consider AvovA's position? Sayf's now been culled and all that opportunity looks like it's going to be... People almost have to be stubborn and approach it. Yeah. They have to, because they have no fallback plan. I guess they've got the turret, but that's about it. It's A or it's bust, or you kind of go right back into the hands of Sayf potentially, who's going to be good for one at the very least, but you put it all into the hands of the 4 players. Snap towards the site. AvovA's made good progress, wants to check down below, does so, finds Russ, now looks for a follow-up. No one else going to present themselves too easily this time, but an underhand flash. It's trexx on the push. A quick trade out though. Great work from AvovA. Made himself the turret, finding 2. And now where's that spike plant? Do they need it? Can they get it just yet? Sayf's actually adjusted well enough and quickly enough. Rifle now in hand rather than the op, so this could still be very much game on if he can get the timing right. And he just has signs of over punishes. Oh, I thought he might have had the gun back out in time, but Nukkye 1-for-1 matches it. Early mid push. But
this is the first time, yeah, the Aldo are going to pave the way for Russ, but it's just a wall here. But we're resorting back to trying to hang on to A site, and they can't really stop the barrage of G2 on the way in here. Lockdown going to make it even easier in this round.
Oh, a Mixwell with such a punish. Trexx just trying to play on the cusp of that. Good punish from Russ to at least get the trade. But for now, the spike again going down. I don't think much can deny. Russ tries to get in there, gets punished for it. Meddo finds Leo. It's an absolute stomping right now. And yes, Sayf's threaded the needle, but to what end? Timing actually does keep Leo's life for now. He's going to be able to maybe stem the bleeding, but he's got problems of plenty. Players now left, right, and center. Trexx trying to at least keep some control. Underhand flash to spam's good. Great work from Trexx and Leo. Sayf comes in, and there's the shutdown on the adjustment. Just getting caught in the utility now. Nukkye, he's read that, he's heard it, but the shot goes astray. 12 seconds now, and they really don't be giving much of this away. Want to keep those weapons. Nukkye being nasty with it as well. Going to hide that away. Love that. They've got money for days. They don't need to be worried about it, and he just wants to do damage if he can. And that's not going to be too easy. Actually, a little bit of a punish. Rifle recovered. Oh, Nukkye, you're going to be operating on the back foot with only 4 players.
Meddo find the opener here as well. Actually, Trexx will respond with his ultimate, slow things down initially. The Hunter's Fury as well. Everything like the kitchen sink. Looking at this A hit right now. Russ will slow things down as well. And spike noted. So to now reconsider approach. Nukkye found the space elsewhere though.
Nukkye is such a nuisance. This guy is so good at being the biggest problem for Guild, because now they can't freely hit rotations. They're going to have to clear methodically through middle, so no time can be bought. They can't hit over towards that B site at all. They have to be very, very careful with how they clear this. You can see it already. Russ is desperately taking his time. Now, yes, Nukkye's taking another fight and another body added to the tally. This guy's so good. It's unbearable to watch as Russ. And we sing Russ's praises every day of the week whenever we see him. He's an incredible player, but right now, the circumstances almost impossible. Greatest kill of his life.
At this
just
point,
needs 3 more.
The damage doesn't matter. He's got his ultimate, so it's almost just garbage time, really, for Russ. I do want to say that the adjustment here to send Sayf out hunting on A towards A. The Owls are going to spy out both players, though, so Sayf has to come away from that angle. And he's punished before he can do. But again, they can see the first blood here. Killjoy ultimate comes through. It's just going to be free entry to A site. It's beginning to get really tough to watch, Lauren.
I'm with you. Again, there's something about enjoying seeing something work so well, right? But normally it comes with evolution because someone will work out the counter, they'll work out that next piece to it. And yeah, there's damage. It is a 3v4. It's not impossible, but you'll need an individual, and Russ might be that man, but it's not without Meddo finding blood back. Gonna draw it towards Leo, bringing it back to a 3v2. Still numbers favorable to G2. And with nukkye still standing, there's never gonna be respite. There's never gonna be a moment where you're not gonna be challenged, but still, it's on kodamenta now. Position noted early. Spike tap. And now going to try and pick it up. nukkye gets punished. 7 HP. It's all he's got for now.
30 seconds left.
It might be enough. On the other side, Meddo. Sharp before, sharp again. Oh. This feels unfair. They're on site. I want to see if the spike goes down cleanly. Anything to deny it? Nothing yet. Okay, spike down. Yeah, and I guess that's the thing, right? When you talk about momentum and who's got the reins in the round in that regard, G2 have set the precedent. We're going A every single round. No matter what you do, we're going to be there. And obviously for the last one, they're like, there's a whole other site here. There's a whole other side of this map we've yet to be at, but it's a 5v5 close farm. But bear in mind, the weaponry coming out from Guild is pretty subpar. You have factors and odds and ends here, but Russ still going to be doing damage. Russ is still doing what he can, and there's no taking it away from him. Russ is fighting the good fight, but hoody, the back line comes into play. That's free for that sort of half. So let's see if they can pick up their mental basically into this and see if they can kind of readjust, kind of sort things out. And it does look like Guild's on the right track for now. No quick approach, but you can see Sayf wants to explore this as quick as he can. The damage received, 22. Man. Bloody hell. And now all the boys are here. You can see G2 putting bodies on the site. Mixwell a little lazy in that approach. Sayf will punish that. That's not bad for him, though. A nice quick way to get an advantage on the board for Guild.
Over left trying to deal with this wall, but they do actually get rid of it nice and early here. They're going to be able to reinforce around this. You can see hoody trying to get his wall back down, but Sayf will find a second here, and trexx to follow up.
Yeah, this is really, really imperative. 11 HP, 11 HP. nukkye can't win this. There's no way he wins this. It's still nukkye, sure, but there's no shot at Guild. And they are taking their time here, and there's the close coming in. Now keep in mind, 3 players on the site. No one watching the flank just yet. nukkye is getting carte blanche here. This is all up for grabs. Spots out one, gets it. That's trexx. Quick close out from kodamenta.
No way.
And a huge denial. nukkye is nasty with it. Gonna find 2 and look for more. And his just positioning is a problem. Gets dealt with quickly. Good work from Leo. Very heads up play. But Mixwell takes that space. Works with it. Pushes up. Tries to take a little bit of run back here. Double dips towards Leo. And Mixwell. This corner. Well, doesn't really matter. Now, they're still not fully committing just yet, and there's the Hunter's Fury. Okay, nukkye gonna post it and finds Leo. And Guild gonna be working up in tatters. kodamenta trying to work off that damage.
If Russ gets a kill, though, he's got the res, so haven't lost all hope just yet.
Not yet. But how do they break this, though? They're still not on the site.
There's so many people here. That's the problem.
Yeah. Okay. Sayf can't even get away. nukkye with a punish. Shot in the back, and maybe this was a clutch at hope here, is that trexx did get a little bit of space towards A, but not a great deal. Hasn't cleared backside. Isn't fully aware of the presence. Now AvovA shows it, but again, he can call in the rotations. He's going to hear these steps. It's 13 seconds. They got to make this count now, and the flash from the corner. Good work from trexx being proactive in this, but looks like a team caught the flash, but still Spike should be able to go down. It is 6 seconds. Not much left on the difference, but there it is. So post-plan begins. It is a 3v4, but at least they have the sight on the side and the time ticking in their favor. And trexx wants to be proactive, and I like that. Try and hold the line, do what they can. It looks like just a heads-up fight here. Gonna just dip on in. Smoke goes through. The second layer gets dealt with. trexx, perfect play. This guy is doing everything he can to keep hope alive for Guild. But Meddo takes down one. nukkye, though, the punish, and now it's all on Russ. The time still ticks. He's got a couple of seconds to play with. He spots out one. He expects the push, but he doesn't quite see it. Oh, what a shot! And again! Run! Oh, that's an early pop. Leo trying to facilitate the push up here. doesn't really find much for it, and it's a trade out. Meddo's still holding ground. Nukkye's still there. You can't ignore Nukkye. You have to try and deal with him. Eventually, Russ does so. But by now, look at what's happened. They're left in tatters. Meddo with a great turn on the flash, but still Leo body checks him. So now the site's theirs. It's not completely free. There is a player at the back. That is going to be Hoody. And now you can see the Russ going to put the wall up. The spike should go down. They now know roughly where at least two of the players are, but dealing with them, not going to be the case. It is dangerous, but it has worked out for Guild this time, at least for now. And retaking with this up, not going to be easy for Mixwell, but if Hoody can get one, it's game back on. And for Guild, patience. Sit in the crossfires, hold it down. Play it through. Hoody, though, going to explode one. Spots out the other as well. That's big, and they now know where Leo is. Oh, it all goes wrong from this point on. Trexx has to clutch this one up, but he doesn't get up and over. He has to deal with Hoody at this point. And there's a free...
No way.
It's not the freest kill of his life at all, Trexx. He's starting to get nervous. He's looking panicked. He needs to find Hoody, and he can't.
Playing a dirty spot behind his wall here on top screens.
Oh, that's still a good punish as well. Gonna pick up the player who's got the spike, and being Russ is another issue. Yes, they've got side control, and actually the Killjoy is going to come in as well. You talked about that cycle of ultimates coming on through. Well, we're seeing the proof in the pudding now. Nukkye's going to just invest behind, finds Leo, and more damage being done here, down to 3. They had to respect the KJ ult. And I think Sayf caught a glimpse of AvovA, but barely. And now the problem has become that they don't have site control anymore. They have nothing. They had to flee the site itself. They've lost all of it. And back to B we go. But bear in mind, there's still Hoody over here. He's not left. He's been big chilling. Gonna dip on through, finds the frag.
He wins that.
Dude, the confidence. He's exuding confidence, and it's 14 seconds. Kodamenta knows his days are numbered. He can do a little bit of damage, sure, but look at this. The amount of players up against him.
And AvovA's actually got a dirty angle down towards the orb. He's going to catch him so quickly behind this.
And there it is. Let's see what he can do with it, AvovA. He's actually dipped away from it, and might have spotted. The barrel must have shown. And now it's game on. Russ, again, is being such a saving grace for Guild in these moments. A couple of rounds have been converted just off his back alone. And now there's the counter Viper Pit coming through. That's going to secure the site. But you noted it. The quick timing of Nukkye hitting this flank. He's already punished Sayf, so the backlines are no longer safe. And Mixwell's just picked off Kodamenta. This could be falling to pieces right now. And you're right, it's now gone down. They have nothing to... They've got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. They're stuck on this fight. They are surrounded on both fronts. They're trying to fight their way out. It's just Leo standing. A 1v2 ain't going to happen, and Meddo is the one to do it as well. G2, I mean, that attacking side looked formidable, but they certainly were